we have 1.3 billion population, and majority of which are young. By 2030, I guess we will be the youngest populated country. What do you think, should be our vision to shape the skill strategy of these young people? Because why I'm saying this, because there's always a gap between what is demand in the market versus what is being taught to the young gen population. So how do we really bridge up this gap, and what should be our vision to match that gap?
The demand and supply mechanisms in skills is always misaligned. The market changes very quickly. Customers' needs change. Science moves on. Employers' needs change. And so they suddenly have a huge surge in a demand for a particular type of worker. And yet the skills providers, well, it takes them 2 years to notice that the market's changed. Then it takes them 2 or 3 years to develop the training materials. Then it takes them 2 or 3 years to train the people to meet the market need. So they are 5 to 7 years behind, lagging what the actual need in the market is, which leads to great frustrations on behalf of the employers. It leads to great disappointment for the individuals of the trainees, because they train for 2 years with a skill, they spend their family's money, they get their qualification, and then they find there are no jobs for that skill because the market has moved on. But you've got to keep trying to bring these two together, and it's a constant journey.
Yes.
And one of the things that I did in the UK, when I worked with the UK government, was we actually said to skills providers, we're going to pay you for the skills training that you're doing once this individual has secured a job using those skills in the jobs market and has been in that job for 12 months.
I see.
And so this meant, instead of the skills provider being able to train people and get the cash off the government or off the individual there, and then disperse them into a holding pen here to see if they could use those skills to get a job, or getting a skill but actually ending up working at McDonald's, which is not a bad job. Working at McDonald's is fine. But if you've got a computer science qualification and you end up working on the counter service, you've not utilized the skills investment that you've made. So what we did was we said to the skills providers, we're going to give you a small amount of money to have the person, but the large payment will come 1 year down the line once you can demonstrate that that person has transferred into the labor market.
I see.
And had a job which is utilizing that skill. And in the UK, that led to a huge transformation, because of course these people get no money for 2 years. And these were billions and billions of pounds that we had to switch the investment, because otherwise we were just paying people to train people for jobs that didn't exist.
I see. Correct.